What is happening, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Project, coming to you live, breaking down this upcoming DraftKings slate for tomorrow, 12/4. I'm not happy about how tonight's slates went down. McDaniels, bust. Poole was okay. Van Fleet, I thought was an excellent play at his price tag. Did okay. But you know what happened? You know what happened when I played Rudy Gobert at a bounce back spot against the Oklahoma City Thunder? Guess what happens? Not an injury. Didn't bust. It was ejection. He got ejected with 10 fantasy points because I guess he got caught up in tripping with Kendrick Williams and yada, yada, yada. But of course, when I play him, what happens? He gets ejected. So I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all on how tonight's slate went down. I was heavy on Simons, doing excellent. Heavy on Nurkic, doing excellent. I went with the two center line. I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'll be unique. I'll play Nurkic and Gobert together. I'll get the chalk Gobert, and then I'll play with the lone Nurkic. But what happens with Gobert? He gets ejected. So yeah, I'm not happy. So we're gonna need to do well in the slate. It's a six gamer. Um, I'm excited about the six gamer. We need to bounce back. I'm upset. If mm, um, mm, But hit the like button for me though. Definitely subscribe if you want to see more of my pain that's happening. Start with Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell, 8.5. Darius calling 8,000. Mitchell looks okay in this matchup. I don't really mind it. He's just a fill-in option. You can certainly look at him. Darius Garland, I think, got hurt in the middle of the game. He did okay. Price went down. It went down tremendously. It went from what 8 9 3 to all of a sudden now 8K. I'd rather go to Mitchell. Jared Allen still, I believe, will be out. Yeah, he's going to be out for Sunday's matchup. So you can certainly look at Mobley at 7.5. Kevin Love's okay at 5,000. Kyrie Levert is kind of the wild card for me. At 4.6, if you got over 30 minutes, I would have liked him, but given it's only 24, not really looking at him. On the Knicks, you have Julius Randle 7.6. It's are we gonna get the game where he hits every single shot? Because that was his birthday on that Detroit game when I faded him. So that should tell you how that went when I played that. Yeah. So Jalen Brunson though 6'9", price tag went down also again. We know he has high upside. It was kind of good to see him kind of fail in that matchup against the Knicks. So because obviously being from Dallas, RJ Barrett 6'1", if he can ever hit his shot, good luck. I mean, 4 for 9 was okay. It's just he is going through a shooting slump. Mitchell Robinson, when is the trap going to happen? When is the trap at? Like, he got trapped in the last game, but we know what's been happening with the 45, the 30, the 34. He's in play. Quentin Grimes at 3.8. He's an okay value. He's going to get you minutes. It's also Tom Thibodeau, so good luck. Lakers and Washington on the Lakers side. They're obviously going to be both questionable, AD and LeBron James. So they should be, in fact, both playing. AD has looked good. I mean, he's been on a tear. I think he can certainly do it again in this matchup. I don't mind him as a spin up. LeBron James is more the questionable guy. If he's out, that's going to kind of open up Westbrook a little bit. But then again, I think that James will play. Westy, been up and down. You never know what to expect out of him. He's hard to trust at 6'5" because he can get you a 20 bomb or he can get you a 40 burger. So good luck. Dennis Schroeder is kind of key. I think that would open up more of Patrick Beverly at 3.5, who I think is still cheap. He's seeing okay minutes. It's just is he going to eclipse that 24 by 20 points for fantasy wise. So it's Washington though. It's not a bad matchup. On the Washington side, looking at Porzingis, who's looked good recently. I mean, 8.8. He's been looking good. He's been looking good. So he's in play. Brad Beal's more the facilitator now. He's kind of taking a step back role, but did look good against Charlotte, but that was against Charlotte. No, I think he does this against LA. I think that's a possibility. Kyle Kuzma, if you want to talk about revenge narrative, I'm not really going to get him though at 7.7. The rest of the teams that'll play for me. Boston and Brooklyn, the Boston side, Jason Tatum's looked good recently also. We have a lot of studs. I know the last game was a kind of a down game for him, but this is against Brooklyn. This is where things can get kind of dicey, where he can go off in this matchup. But for me, I'd rather just drop down to Jaylen Brown for cheaper price tag at 8-3. Marcus Smart is questionable. If he's out, that will open up a little bit more of Grant Williams at 4-7. I do like that. I do like Grant Williams' value. He can get you the stock upside. And then Al Horford, Senators against Brooklyn. I mean, I don't mind it. Michael Brown and Derek White are both kind of filling options to me on the Brooklyn side. I still like the discount on Kyrie at 8-2. I still like it. I think that's too cheap for Kyrie, especially with no Ben Simmons. KD, I'm not really getting him when I can just drop down to Kyrie. This is kind of like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I'd much rather just play Kyrie and Jaylen Brown for a cheaper price tags for 2,000 less. Nick Claxton, 6,000. He's been failing. It's just, when is this going to happen? When is he going to get that 40 bomb for us? I know 33 doesn't seem like it's a failure at 6,000, but I just want to see that high upside game. I want to see that big game that he can definitely have at this price tag. And then Royce O'Neal's okay. TJ Warren's back. So he played 17 minutes. I think he's going to see a little bit more minutes now. If you want to take a flyer risk on him, I wouldn't mind it. Memphis and Detroit in the fourth game. So, no Desmond Bain. This is against Detroit. This is the best matchup he can possibly ask for against Detroit. Can Ja Morant get me a 60 bomb in this spot? Please. Can he get me a 60 bomb? He did it against New York. He almost did it against the Kings. Can he get me a 60 bomb? Please. Because I love him here. I love him as my favorite spin up. Can he give me that big game out of him, please? Jaren Jackson, this is an okay matchup for him also. I think he can eclipse 30 fantasy points at only 6'6". Dylan Brooks, the shooting black hole, I'm off of him. Adams is questionable. That could possibly open up Brandon Clark. That could also possibly open up Aldama. Those two guys would be in play. On the Detroit side, no Cade, no Isaiah Livers. Sabag, 6'7's okay, but Jaden Ivey's back. I'd rather just go to Jaden Ivey. Killian Hayes is a little bit overpriced now. And then you have the Biggs and Bagley and Stewart. I'm not on either one. I would be on Isaiah Stewart a little bit more if there's no Steven Adams. I would say that. Chicago and Sacramento. On the Chicago side, this is the same thing I tell you all every single slate. The price tags are going down because you don't know who's going to have the better game. I'm not really on them. I'm not really. I know this is a great matchup. I'm not really on this team. I'm kind of just saying, yep, I'll fade this team and move on. Sabonis, if he can stay out of foul trouble, he would be amazing. If he could stay out of foul trouble. He almost had a good game against the Clippers. But look how many minutes it was. 26. Look at Indiana, 23. Can he stay out of foul trouble, please? 5 fouls, 4 fouls, 5 fouls, 5, 5, 4, 4. I mean, it's either going to get you 1 or he's either going to get you 5 and foul out. That's the only two options that you can have of a Sabonis. De'Aaron Fox, 8-7. This is a good matchup for him. I think he can do well. Porter is okay at 5-4. I'm not really getting the rest of the team though. Indiana, Portland is always Portland and late night hammer. I love it though. Tyrese Halliburton's a big question mark. That's going to be kind of the thing that's going to change this a little bit up. Because are you going to save a roster spot for Tyrese Halliburton if he's in? Because I would, but I know I'm going to be tilting. I know I am. But Miles Turner 7-2 against Nurkic, nah, man. If there's no Tyrese Halliburton, I'm going to get to a lot of Nimhard. I'm going to get to a lot of Bennett Mathurin. I'm going to get to a lot of Buddy Hield. This is the late night hammer. This is where you need to wait and see. On the Portland side, still no Lillard. Give me all assignments at 8-6. They're not moving that price tag. They're not. They're barely moving it. So I'll take him at 8-6. I'll take Grant at 7-3. I'll take Nurkic at 6-6. Give me all this team. So that wraps the 6-game slate for us guys, though. I cannot wait for more pain. I cannot wait to tilt. I cannot wait to start crying over ejections, foul troubles, bust. So thank you all for tuning in, though. Hope everybody's a great and safe rest of the night. Have a good one, everybody.